Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our country, but how we're going to fix both of them together. And the content that I'm going to show you right now is going to make your jaw drop. CNN just did an expose comparing the lies of Kamala Harris to a key demographic in Michigan, the Arab American Muslim vote. Guys, sky is either falling or CNN knows something we don't know because they literally just called her out and spent an entire segment saying how much of a liar she is. You can't make this stuff up. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. I always bring receipts. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to join this train of freedom, spreading it across this incredible nation. And thank you in advance for that consideration. And guys, one of the most important things about having the data and the analysis to move forward is having a good source of that data. Check out this word from Ground News, and then we're going to hit it. Guys, I'm excited to welcome back to the channel one of my favorite sponsors, Ground.News. And you can find out all about this at ground.news/Langley. But one of the reasons they're my favorite sponsors is because they genuinely help with the mission of this channel. They show you the bias, the distribution, who owns the information that you're consuming. It cuts through all of the BS to give us a true picture of what's actually happening. Now, if you look on the homepage right here through the Vantage subscription, which is what I'm logged into, you can see the election news on the right. You can see the main articles that are featured in the middle. But this one we covered earlier today, top left on the daily briefing, Trump's Cheney comments. Now look at this. We covered this, but look at the distribution. The left is responding a lot bigger than the right, with the middle making up the middle, which is ironic because that's what they are. 201 articles from the 60 original. You can see it right there. Then if you go down here, it shows you the actual bias distribution. Guys, this is one of those tools that is so applicable for what we do, and it's something that you can get for 50% off with a link in the description box below, the Vantage subscription. This is something that I think you will find value from, and thank you to them for making this content possible. Check it out. All right, everybody, let's get into this because every once in a while, cats and dogs start sleeping together, and I don't know, but CNN, I got nothing. I have no idea why they would do this, but this is brutal. Enjoy this. We're going to stop it in different intermediate points here, but listen to this, what they led with on CNN. Listen to this.
Tonight, mixed messages. A K-file investigation this hour finds Kamala Harris is targeting crucial battleground voters with vastly different messages in Gaza and Israel.
She wouldn't.
This ad is running in Michigan, which has the largest Arab population in America.
What has happened in Gaza over the past 9 months is devastating. We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not be silent.
All right, well,
Michigan.
It's a very different story for an ad in Pennsylvania targeting Jewish voters.
Wait a minute.
Let me be clear. I will always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself, and I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself, because the people of Israel must never again face the horror that a terrorist organization called Hamas caused on October 7th.
Different message. Andrew Kaczynski is out front now. So, Andrew.
All right, we're going to get to him in a second. And guys, the story here is not that Kamala Harris is lying and using different messaging from the same talking points, or excuse me, same topic, but different talking points to basically placate each side of an argument. That's kind of obvious. The story here is that CNN's covering it. And wait until the end when they literally show you what she cut out of the Pennsylvania speech. It's going to blow your mind what they say about that one. But yeah, so I don't know why CNN is doing this, but it's pretty damning the weekend before an election when one of the key constituency groups in Michigan, the Arab American vote, is getting exposed to the fact that she's lying and talking out both sides of her face. Because in Pennsylvania, she's courting the Jewish vote, but in Michigan, she's courting the Arab American vote, saying two different things about the same topic. Again, bear with me while I get to the third part of this. Let's get to this guy, because he's pretty good, but wait until I show you the end.
Those obviously do sound starkly different, to say the least.
Are they?
More about what you found.
Weird.
Yeah, that's right. And this really illustrates the sort of fine line that the Harris campaign is trying to walk here in the closing weeks, closing days of this campaign on the issue of Israel. Here you have two entirely different constituencies, and they are getting two entirely different messages. There are often times these constituencies have very opposing views on this. If you are a
That's weird.
person in Pennsylvania, you saw that ad that you're getting. You are getting that ad that talks about how strong she is in Israel. If you're a Muslim voter in Michigan, You are getting that ad on Facebook that's talking about how she won't be silent on the issue of Gaza. Now, what's really interesting here is that ad that we just played, the one that's going to Jewish voters in Pennsylvania. Now, it sort of sounds like those two clips of her talking about Israel are together, but they actually cut part of it out. Take a listen to what they cut.
Okay. So this is the best part. So understand what CNN, the Clown News Network, the Clinton News Network, the people who are like lefty left, they are now telling you openly that they're putting two different messages out on both sides of the coin of one of the top issues of Gaza and Israel. Michigan, they're focusing on the Arab American Muslim vote and saying that, we're going to never be silent about all the things. And then on the other side, with Israel in Pennsylvania, where there's apparently a different demographic, they're saying that they have the right to defend themselves and she'll never stop supporting them. Guys, you're literally watching CNN do what they should have been doing for the last 25 years. They're talking out of both sides of their face. No kidding. But for CNN to actually cover it and do what I'm about to show you, it's like I don't even know. You know what? Let's just go. Enough of me. Let's go. Watch what they cut out.
What has happened in Gaza over the past 10 months is devastating. President Biden and I are working to end this war such that Israel is secure, the hostages are released, the suffering in Gaza ends, and the Palestinian people can realize their right to dignity, security, freedom, and self-determination.
And you've seen too that she, they cut out that portion of the ad where they talked about Gaza from her DNC speech. Those two parts were together. They sliced them. They cut that part out. Now, look, she's also getting hammered a lot on this issue by Republicans. We talked just a couple days ago about how those robocalls were airing in Wisconsin that are made to sound like they're in support of Jill Stein, talking about her position on Gaza, saying that they're highlighting her pro-Israel position, and they're sort of trying to siphon those votes away from her. So this is a really delicate issue for her.
Oh, it certainly is. I mean, the Palestinian people can realize their right to dignity, security, freedom, and self-determination are being cut out. It's important to notice that. All right, now
It's important to notice that. No, what's important to notice is they are literally trying to thread the line between Arab American offense and Israeli offense. The CNN just covered the clip where they cut out part of the whole Palestinian rights to exist and the two-state solution and all that from the ad that she did in Pennsylvania for Israel. But then now they're starting to talk about how Kamala Harris was running Jill Stein ads saying that she's for Israel to basically siphon away Jill Stein votes to bolster their position around the Arab American Muslim vote. Guys, it's a delicate issue. For the freaking CNN anchor to go, well, that's something. That's like equivalent to me saying, yeah, she's lying. Because that's as close as they're going to get. Genuinely. I haven't even shown you the clip of Jake Tapper saying that was an overt lie about the Kamala Harris Democrat machine. Guys, I don't know what's going on at CNN, but it feels a little out of place and a little out of character, almost like they're hedging their bets. I don't know. All I'm going to say is when CNN is doing these types of things, something's happening. It might not be raining. It might not be sunshine, but cats and dogs might be sleeping together. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.